I can put it in chat real quick.
Yeah, if you'd like, before we get too far along.
Pull up chat anyway. So. There you go.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hearing echoes. Hearing echoes.
Mm.
Hearing echoes.
Can someone stream? Okay, maybe I should. I can just join your stream.
Yeah, I forgot to mute my stream. I was hearing myself in my stream.
Ha. Oh, do you usually not have your audio go through your stream?
No, I do, but when I'm keeping an eye on chat, I have my stream open just so I can see how it's doing, how it's performing. But if I don't mute it, I'm gonna hear it.
Yeah.
Some people stream like that apparently.
The way that I've seen people do it is like, just I think having the volume down on the stream, or like Streamlabs and stuff lets you do things, but that takes a while to set up.
All right, so
we were running through the forest.
Yeah, you were on your way back from the mountains, heading back toward town, where some of you noticed a figure in the forest was following you. Y'all saw him. He kind of motioned to you, and then y'all immediately came and started pursuing him. And this is just as Otto, let's say, like, as you see, he's still kind of in the process of moving, just as Baylor and Otto, you both come out of the dimension door. So he kind of like looks over his shoulder, and then looks over at you two. You see he's still starting to turn to continue forward.
Stop, champion. That's what Otto will say.
Mr. Champion. Well, let me get my. What's like. Let's see here. Ba-ba-ba.
It's like now that you're closer to this figure, you see it's almost like it almost looks like a walking like a walking silhouette, but like almost like a walking 2D silhouette, but almost shifty and blurring. So it's like like whatever this form is, it's almost obstructed in a way. It almost seems to completely blend in with the darkness around you.
Okay.
So it's as we come out of the dimension door, Phalar's probably got his short bow drawn, and then he kind of narrows his eyes, and as he's looking out, he looks at Otto, and then looks back to it, and he's like, I can't quite make it out, we'll have to take a shot.
I guess we'll have to try.
I want to shoot the tree.
So is it not possible to aim anything at the guy?
We can try. It's just Phalar is saying he's struggling to see it. He's not saying he's not gonna try.
Yeah.
At least while he's in it, while it's in this form and it's dark, all attacks.
It's gonna be harder.
Yeah, it's gonna be any attacks you make are gonna be a disadvantage.
Okay. Well, Otto's just gonna do Eldritch Blast. Let's see. I think right now it's just 2. Yeah, just 2. Oh, I gotta do disadvantage. I'll come back to this one.
Miss.
So okay. Do another one with disadvantage. I missed it again.
You see, like as it like strikes one of the trees, it begins to crack. It kind of turns around and is just holds out his hand as two weapons almost seem to form in his hands. Roll initiative.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, 17.
I'm gonna throw mine into the abyss. It made it. That gets me a 22.
Does everyone roll initiative or just
Unless you I'll well, since these two are going aggressive, but the unless the rest of you want to get involved, and I'll say the rest of you can roll initiative, but you just won't. You're just not necessarily part of this fight yet, unless you.
Yeah, I want to make my way towards it, so I'll do it on initiative order.
Yeah.
Can I not roll initiative and not be entirely part of it?
If you just want to chill, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna chill by the robot.
All right.
I mean, I'd imagine that would be fine. I mean, we've had encounters where somebody's just not even in the same room as what's happening.
Oh, it's just you'll find out.
That's ominous.
Auto. Is going to, as it stands there, weapons kind of forming in its hands. Its form almost seems to stretch, almost like the morbid abyss of shadow, as it like vanishes, appears right behind the two of you. It is going to make 3 attacks. 2 against Otto and 1 against Phalar.
Oh.
Armor AC is 14.
That's a 16 to hit, so that hits.
Okay.
And a 24.
Oh. Yeah.
And against Phalar, 22.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Otto, you take 23 points of piercing damage.
23.
Yep. And
Jesus.
11, 13 points of necrotic. Your second attack.
Okay.
Uh,
Wait, that was just first?
yeah. 14 points of piercing damage.
So 36 plus 14.
And then 12 points of necrotic. This thing is no joke.
Okay.
You alive?
For now.
And for Phalar, roll pretty low. 10 points of piercing damage. And 8 points in necrotic.
Otto's been our punching bag this this past few sessions with me, giving me almost downing you from stabbing you.
Yeah. Wait, was it because exploding die?
Yeah.
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 Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be the end of its turn.
Imagine Phalar and Otto probably kind of got like stabbed in the side and or back.
You probably now.
'Cause-
Otto's probably. How you looking, Otto? In terms of HP.
Terrible.
Yeah, you see.
11.
Probably at this point you see
Oh
Otto's
Jesus!
in rough shape.
Oh yeah.
It's got like a full sword into your ribs, pretty much, is what you just had happen.
Yeah. Otto's gonna be like, oh my god, he is actually a champion. Let's
All
see.
right, Phalar's gonna turn back, see the figure, and there's just this look on his face. He doesn't look angry. He doesn't look surprised. It's just neutral, flat. Like he's just done. And I'm going to start with. Let's see here, hold on. What does this let me do? Okay. So is this entity still in the shadow form now that it's in light?
It's still in the shadow form.
All right.
Has-
It gives me an
it-
idea
it
of what I'm
has-
going to do here.
It hasn't broken it yet.
All right, so this would be flanking, except disadvantage plus advantage, so these would be flat rolls then in melee, right?
Yeah, flat rolls.
All right. Works for me. Okay, bonus action. I am going to attempt to place my evil eye upon it.
Alright.
So anyone, for the new people, anyone that can see it, there's like a crimson vein that goes across Phalar's glow. It's going to be DC 16 charisma check.
That is a failure.
All right. This entity now feels a sense of a presence watching them. And I am going to... Let's see here. Alright, I'm going to use Weapon Mastery. I'm going to lead with Core Cut, and I'm going to do Weapon Mastery to activate Nick. So it'll be going in with the daggers. That's just flat roll, no advantage.
Give me a second.
First one is 26.
Yeah, that hits.
So it'll be the 1d4 plus 5 for the base damage. That is 8 piercing,
Alright.
of course. And Core Cut's trigger. That is 9, 14 necrotic.
Alright. See, necrotic doesn't seem to have nearly that much of an effect.
Noted. Then, because I used Nick, Pick and Pocket is going in. That's a 16.
That misses.
Alright.
I'm gonna do.
This is my. Then. I cannot do that. Ah, wait. Can I? Because I evil-eyed? So it's been a week, so I'm a little bit rusty now.
You also have sneak attack, don't you?
Yeah, I can sneak attack trigger because I don't have advantage, but I've marked them with evil eye, which allows me to against flat rolls as well.
Yeah.
And since I'm in flanking, that's considered a flat roll, so I will sneak attack damage that. I'm just gonna go full damage, not gonna do any of the effects. Alright, so that's 14 piercing on the attack that I did do. That's a lot of dice. So I used my bonus on Evil Eye. I used my action to do Nick for both dagger attacks. And I believe I am going to... Yeah, because that would be nice. But I'm going to leave my Evil Eye stationary on the target for now. So that will be my turn.
All right, Otto, what you want to do?
What's the lighting situation around here?
I mean, do y'all have torches lit?
Phalar does. I don't have dark sight. Or dark vision. So,
So is it like normal lighting then?
I mean, you can see it. So you can see about 60 feet around you, but that's about it.
Okay. So I have a feature that says it's not a feature, like it's a class feature. While you're in an area of dim light or darkness, it can cast invisibility on myself without expending a spell slot. But I don't think
Right,
it's dim light.
right now you're in this torchlight. So yeah,
Okay.
unless you wanna move out
take
of
an attack of opportunity.
Yeah.
Uh,
So I'm assuming you probably don't want to do.
yeah,
So I imagine you'd probably be able to down you.
probably yes.
Just maybe.
Yeah, just maybe.
just maybe. Anyway, I'll just blast, I guess.
It'd be a disadvantage since you're right next to him.
So it fits within 5 feet. I actually don't have disadvantage because of spell sniper.
Okay.
But is he not in that form anymore?
No, he's still in that form.
So it's still disadvantage.
Yeah, but because of flanking, it'd just be a flat.
It goes
roll.
to flat roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's how I was able to get my sneak attack off Evil Eye, because Evil Eye allows me to apply sneak attack to my marked target if I don't have disadvantage.
okay. Well, but before I do that, I'm gonna use the Devouring Form.
Okay.
Let's see. First roll. Oh my goodness.
Devouring form. There you
15.
go. 15 misses.
Oh goodness. Okay, finally 26.
That hits.
Okay. 11 force damage, and then the necrotic is the 8. 4 necrotic damage, so 15 total. And then I want to
Just
push
the
him back 10
2.
feet.
He's pushed back what, 10 feet?
Yeah.
But he can move away without protect attack of opportunity.
And that is exactly what Otto would like to do, but he can't see.
You want me to, which way you want me to move you? I can always stream on Discord too if it's.
Yeah, no, I'm looking at your stream right now. Can you move Otto to the
What, this way?
east?
This way?
Go up, go up, go up. Up
30. Yeah, so right here.
30. Can I get a cover with the 30?
Straight, no. It's either that or unless you're moving to like behind this tree or something.
Nah, I'm gonna do straight.
All right, so it'd be
Straight. Yeah.
yeah, right there.
Yeah.
All right, entropy. Probably from
Right.
there you definitely see combat going on.
All right, let me see if I can. How do I use the creature movement ruler?
See if you pick yourself up. There's one already attached.
Okay.
You're gonna do that
And I
dash.
will move 60 feet with the dash. And that's it.
All right. The creature, it's just going to. You just hear it say, "Tell the elf it's next." And it's going to use I'll step, teleport. Uh, A3. I'll say it's gonna action movement to movement at 30 feet. I'll say that at this point, as it gets further and further away, it just disappears like a stretch of shadow just dissipates. The only thing you heard it say is, "Tell the elf it's next."
So, that being said, as it's vanishing into the distance and we leave the initiative order, besides, my turn would have been the one coming up next, right?
Uh-huh.
We can't see where it went, it's just gone, right? It's just vanished into the darkness.
Yeah.
So in like a last bout of annoyance and frustration, instead of just withdrawing my evil eye, Phalar does the thing where he just kind of reaches out into the air and clenches his hand into a fist and pulls back, and the veins on his face go black for a moment before the veins fade away, as I'm going to use the Curse of the Insensate on it as it's running away.
Which is what? Fear?
It's blind and deafened. So as it runs out into the dark, and I take away its ability to hear and see as it's running out, so we can't see it anymore, and in retaliation to it vanishing into the darkness, Phalar has decided to plunge its vision into darkness.
Alright.
Which that will be, I don't know how long that will last on it, but
I would say
that would
I
be
would say
1 minute, or it makes a DC 16 con save at the end of each of its turns, but it was pretty much just a flavor thing, because I get points back on a short or long rest, so.
Yeah.
It's just Baylor's pissed at the Colt, so he decided, you're going to run into the shadows, you're going to see shadows. And took away the ability for it to see.
Yeah.
And as he does so, he kind of angrily tucks his dagger back away and looks over to Otto in that direction,
I think
which I'm
Mr.
trying to find
Champion.
where
I
you
think
are.
Mr. Champion is a little strong for us. That was scary.
I'm trying to, yeah, okay. So then, looking over in that direction, not even giving second thought to the fact that you're in your alternate form right now.
You're not even seeing like the grotesquely large teeth and the black
Yeah, like
eyes.
he's aware of it. He's just not giving second thought to it because he's like my party member is I'm assuming you're still not looking great for health.
He still looks pretty badly in. Yeah, I would say even. I would say like it's still like you're still in that shadow form, but it looks more like it's flickering and having a harder time holding itself together.
And he's still
Yeah.
capable of like interacting with physical objects, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So Phalar, not even paying mind to the fact that you're just like grotesque shadow creature, he walks up to you and he's going to rip the amulet off of himself, lash it around your neck, and then hold a pint of ale out to you and go. And he's just going to say, "Drink."
And then I guess the shadow form just forms a mouth.
Well, I mean, you're basically like a really effed up jack o' lantern.
So you
Yeah.
do have a mouth.
Like,
So
but
he
it's
just put the amulet around your neck and just tells you to drink, as he's
Yeah,
holding a
probably-
pint out to you.
I also have more than one. I feel like.
the way I've imagined, it's like your mouth is like grown all the way to like past your
Ear to ear smile.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's going like all the way to your earlobes and maybe even past it.
So like
Oh.
you could like unhinge your jaw like a mimic.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
And Phalar's just not caring as he's just holding this pint out to you, giving you like the stern parent look and telling you to drink it. As he literally, so the amulet that he puts around your neck, it's like heavy chain with like a woven braid at the end of it. It's his drunkard amulet. He literally whipped it off of his head and then he just slams it onto your neck and is like, drink this.
Auto drinks it.
So you can regain 4d4 plus 4 hit points.
Alright.
So roll 4d4 dice and then add 4 to it.
10 plus 4, 14.
So
All right.
So I'll say right as this is happening, intervene. This is probably right. This is probably right when you approach.
So you'd probably see Phalar just whipping a necklace onto this shadow and telling it to drink ale.
And I've never seen the shadow form before, correct?
I don't think either of the new people in character have seen
Yeah.
his devouring form. This is our first time like fully in combat.
So what you see is like Otto is larger. His eyes are just black, and you see his mouth has extended. It's extended rows of like almost like these small, almost razor sharp teeth. The smile almost extending past his ears, and it's just like this just this like grotesque, large thing with this giant mouth.
You know how
And
I imagine
it's recognizable as Auto, though, correct?
It still has some auto features. It's just like
Okay.
this really strange, macabre version of him.
Okay.
my Discord crashed for a second. How I'm
Pretty,
imagining it is I sent it in the general chat like that from a thing that somebody made called The Moon Woke Up.
that looks so goofy.
It does.
I mean, I feel like as you approach, Auto probably just switches back to his original human form.
I know. Right now, it seems like Otto, Otto in this form has ADHD.
Yes, he does. That's totally Auto and not,
That's definitely Otto wins, not the being within him trying to gain control and thrashing him around. Nope.
Yep.
Yep.
So he'd probably still have seen me put the necklace on Shadow Creature and then tell it to drink, and then it turns into Otto after drinking.
Yeah.
And then, as that happens, Phalar just gives a nod to Otto, like, of appreciation for listening to his instruction, then he takes the necklace back off of him, puts it on himself, and puts the pint away.
Is the attacker gone? Where did they go?
Points to the direction that that guy went. I think he
Faded
went
into the
that
darkness and
way.
shadow, as far as I can tell.
That guy
I-
was
He was,
strong.
yes, our friend here ended up almost being felled rather quickly. I did give him one hell of a short moment to think about, though, as I took away his eyesight as he left. You just see,
Permanently,
like,
or
this smirk on Phalar's face, just like, oh, no, I'm still a bit rusty when it comes to my curses, so it's harder to do things over an extended period, but... And then you kind of see, like, the crimson veins flare across his glow for a moment before fading, and he says, I know a thing or two about dark arts from my past. So it is not permanent by any means, but more importantly is that we get our friend here into a recovery situation, as I don't think we're going to be able to catch up with him, and even more importantly is the fact that he gave the message that the elf is next.
that's not at all concerning.
Which I
Oh,
do believe would likely be talking about Klaus.
And to this point of failure, you sense that that connection of your evil eye is gone. It's like you sense it was way, way far before it vanished. Before you lost connection.
Mm-hmm. And probably as that connection fades, he kind of shakes his head a little bit, takes a sharp breath in just for a moment. He looks over. Otto looks at Entropy. We should probably tell Klaus about that.
Probably, yeah.
Because I don't know who else it could be referring to, and it does seem that he's gotten on this cult's bad side on many an occasion, so it would seem that they have it out for him in turn.
Probably be best to regroup with everyone then, just to safety in numbers, right?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
I just noticed that you can use arrow key.
That's a fun little feature, but I've noticed that sometimes if you press it too many times too quickly, then it makes you jump like 2 or 3 tiles at a time.
Oh, we're back.
We have
Are
returned
you
from the shadow, and we have some news.
Specific for class.
He's in the boy VC. Think he's just muted.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm driving, so I was just muted until I needed to speak.
Okay.
So then Phalar steps up a bit closer and gives a nod to Klaus, and he says, being the individual that we followed into the dark, rather strong, rather quick, very quick, I might add, and that's saying something even for myself. More importantly, it was capable of taking on the form of a shadow, and necrotic energies did not seem to do much to it, and it gave me the message that the elf is next, and I believe that, other than me being formerly elf, you're the only elven individual in our party.
Yes, he was probably referencing here recently when we raided his compound, me and Silas.
Definitely didn't seem to like you. He seemed to be very There's very much a tone in his voice that it was not an idle threat. It may be best to watch your back.
He should be the one watch his back.
Suppose that is true enough with a band such as ours. That being said, shall we continue on our way to town, or shall we wait for better traveling conditions of light?
I don't know. Do you want to go chase the shadow into darkness again?
Kind of shakes his head and is like, my evil eye had a very short moment of seeing quite the distance before the connection was severed. Wherever it's gone, we're not going to be able to catch it on foot.
I have a staff I found at that ruined fortress we were at that can turn into a big tent if we need to, if we decide to stay here.
It would perhaps be in good interest to stop and rest. Our friend Otto had quite the injury, truth be told.
That guy was a heavy hitter.
He was. I'm surprised that I was not quite as nicked.
You can tell by looking up, it's probably like maybe 2 or 3, probably in the morning.
Are you sure you want to camp out? The issue is, if we camp out, you can come and take us and kill us in our sleep.
It might be best if we were to move closer to the road rather than staying out in the dark wood.
Uh, also, if need be, I can't say the name right now, was to use her steed and take Otto back to town and us follow behind.
I mean, how injured are you? I'm gonna look at him up and down.
You see,
What's your health looking like, Otto?
You see, he is like in really, really rough shape.
I'm just gonna sigh.
He was nearly on the ground before I allowed him use of one of my amulets.
I'm gonna sigh, and I'm gonna go and just say, "Come here."
Yeah, in all honesty, if one more attack from it, Otto would be down.
Yep.
I'm going to place my hand on his wound, and I'm going to do lay on hands, and I'm going to use. Might as well. We're going to take a long rest. I'm going to use all of it.
All right.
So 25.
25?
Yep.
Oh, thank you. It was pretty close.
Just next time, don't run out into the forest after someone you do not know their true power.
See, that's why I took Valor with me.
Hey, in your defense, I am versed with dark entities. I just wasn't quite expecting to be dragged into that quite so suddenly.
Facing a dark entity in the dark and you can't see him well is not the best choice.
Yes, you are correct. They're quite suboptimal, though. It did feel as though maybe that one's connection to darkness may have been a bit more than standard. Even firelight didn't seem to impede his connection.
Yes, he is part of a very powerful cult.
No, that piques my interest.
I just think it is time for us to find somewhere a bit safer in this general area and take a bit of a rest for the night. I know our friend could definitely use it after getting that hit. Thank you for healing him, of course.
No problem.
Thank you.
Be lucky that you didn't have to deal with the aftermath of him touching a brine pool, but we don't talk about that.
Oh yeah.
You know, you still haven't told me what the side effects were. You know.
It hasn't affected you yet.
True.
You don't, yeah, you don't know yet.
Yeah. Maybe there isn't any. That's probably what Otto thinks.
You have no idea.
Oh, I touched a brine pool and it exploded, but I survived, so I mean, I
I
guess there was no
survived.
problem with it, so I'm not gonna learn a lesson
Exactly.
from this.
Actually, no way. You didn't just touch it. You fell into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Because
and then
he
the
wanted
pool
to touch it.
exploded.
Luckily, we didn't go all Baldur's Gate 3 on you.
For context, for our two, party members that were not present for that, we fought some mind flayers in an old temple, and they had a brine pool, and for some reason, Otto decided to try and touch it and fell in,
Yep.
and it exploded.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
And now I keep using it as an excuse for people when he does something less optimal and annoys them to tell them that story to, give the excuse of he's just overly curious.
There's a plan. Y'all are gonna set up camp here till the morning.
With the staff that Klaus found
So if I
turns
remember,
into a tent.
basically it creates a tent that's a interdimensional space inside it.
Yeah. It's the one from
Yeah.
the Griffin saddlebag that you can, like the flaming torch thing, you flip it upside down and it turns into like a miniature, like, over big top tent with a stone floor inside and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah. It's small on the outside and big on the inside.
It's like the TARDIS.
And then Klaus will go 3.
Go what? You cut off. Things going through. I think you're going through a dead zone.
Oh no, it's the European dead zone.
Oh no.
Watch out for the radiation. This isn't the right timeline. Oh.
Say type it. Let's say message me, but you're driving.
Do not encourage Klaus to text and drive.
Yeah, I'm saying do not do it.
That is not reverse psychology.
What did I hear? Texting and driving?
So now that you're not in a dead zone, what did you want to do?
I was saying Klaus wants to go 300 feet and then text and drive.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. Because as long as you're in 300 feet of Klaus, you can't get a short or long rest.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm going 300 feet away.
You'll set up a tent, walk 300 feet, and set up your own tent.
Yeah.
All right.
Can the tents be next to each other if one of them is you know,
Extra dimensional.
yeah.
Yeah, technically, if they're in next dimensional space, I think you'd be fine staying next to them.
Just long rest time.
Yep.
Blink. Blink.
Blink, blink, blink.
Will you reset my?
Yeah, I got you covered.
Okay.
I heard a boom. Oh, that was Klaus.
Yeah.
All right, so morning comes.
Good morning. Are we gonna head back now?
That's the plan. Na-na-na-na-na.
Fast forward down.
Wait, like, can I do this to my D&D Beyond?
What?
Check the height of the portrait.
Oh my god.
Hold on, what happened?
I took the image that you sent.
Oh my god. Oh my god. The fucking smile moon. Best part is exactly what's about to happen like 2 seconds later from the frame of the video that's from. Is the moon growing a face and then slamming itself into the earth? And that's about half a second before it impacts the surface of the earth.
Oh yeah, that's from Ocarina of Time, isn't it?
No, that there's a guy that made like a comedy mixed with cosmic horror thing called The Moon Woke Up. And the first episode is just the moon slamming into the earth at Mach fuck. And it results in like a planet-wide catastrophe, and then there's like this whole thing called Friend Industries, which he ended up making an acronym for because his YouTube name is Mr. Freud. Excuse me, Mr. Friend. And it was supposed to be like a scary thing, but then after that episode dropped, he decided to lean it into comedy because there was a bunch of people inside of the comments of the video that were all coming to the same conclusion of they can relate to what the moon did because it's how they feel when they wake up at 2 in the morning and they need to get a drink of water. Because it just wakes up and then turbo flings itself into the surface of the earth.
Yeah. right, so you're
Oh,
back in town.
if you don't mind me asking, if you remember a while back, after our first encounter with the cult shenanigans, with the dragon and stuff, for the free time part of my long rest, I did the, trying to remember, like, that, why I'm remembering a piece of a map and tried to draw it out.
Yeah.
Since we just had another run-in with Shadow Man, you want me to try and see if I can
Yeah.
do that again during this one?
Yeah, make a history check.
Because it's making him think about cult stuff again, you know?
Yeah.
Which is making he keeps getting like, that's a 19.
I'll say.
So pretty much, just for the rest of the party, what Phaedlar would have been doing during the part of the long rest where he isn't sleeping, was he probably would have been sitting by the firelight from the tent's, bonfire in the middle of it, just like frantically scrawling like the same pattern over and over again across a piece of parchment with his ink pen, trying, mumbling to himself, trying to remember what it means.
I'll say during that, like, you'd start drawing a new pattern.
And they connect together instead of it just being like, oh, I drew a tree. Oh, this time I drew 2 trees.
Yeah, basically.
All right.
You're back in town. What you want to do?
Couldn't we go to the archivist and show her the information we got?
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
Actually, speaking of, sorry, I was eating, had a little bit of food in my mouth. As soon as we get into town, Baylor kind of looks up and down the street, and then once he's got his bearings, he's almost double timing in the direction of the archivist's building and kind of looking back to make sure the rest of the party is following.
He's like, archivist, now, let's go.
It's like an unnatural sense of speed and urgency for him.
Where the fuck is the building?
I think I should probably not go there because of what happened. So
What
Otto
are you
is
talking
going to
about?
go-
I'm sure it'll be fine.
You sure about that?
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
You
it's.
and you and Klaus can.
I think I'm gonna go back today.
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, okay.
Shift click. I love it how if you shift click your character and you move them around via the teleport thing, when you have them in the little hologram, if you move it fast, it blurs. Kind of funky looking.
Yeah.
My torch is still on. Turn that off.
That sounds man.
So, who's going over to the archivist?
I'm on my way. I'm on my way.
And so as you two are approaching, Valar's already standing at the door and he leans up and knocks on it.
Opens the door.
And then he's got his shoulders kind of broadened out.
You see she's kind of over there with bringing more books over to another table. Oh, hi. Did you find the items?
As we step in, Phalar gives a nod. And he's just like, we have uncovered some interesting information as well as that. But yes, before that, we did.
Oh, good. What did you find?
Well, a couple of our party members, as well as myself, were able to recover some tomes and scrolls among the wreckage. But As well as that, whatever dark force was there has passed, we'll say.
Do we think it's safe enough for me and my team to go there and continue our research?
I'd say perhaps yes, just with at least a small guard force, maybe a couple to watch your back, but it should be safe enough for travel.
Nods. He kind of puts whatever
Entropy
book she
would
was carrying in.
take out everything that he sort of found there, the scrolls and the dagger and the silver pieces.
Oh, good, good. He kind of takes it
No.
all and carefully catalogs it.
I'm gonna say to her, "Oh, do you have any idea what this is?" I'm gonna show her the vial of weird sticky liquid you told me about.
She. Yeah, she kind of holds out a hand for hand. Look at it.
Yep, I hand it to her.
Kind of like puts down like a bunch of lenses on her glasses. At it, you see like a couple of roots on the side, kind of glow briefly. Uh, this is wyvern poison.
How potent of a poison is it?
Oh, it can be very deadly.
I mean, in terms of, let's say we have a big ass bear. How much would it take to go and kill a big ass bear?
Oh,
It's just mainly just trying to see like how deadly it is for a normal person. Like if it's half a vial, part of a vial.
oh, for this is definitely just that by alone would definitely kill a bear, and this is enough to kill like four people normally.
Okay, interesting. I'm gonna hold out my hand to take it back.
They'll hand it back to you. Basically, they had to make a DC 15 con save or take 76 poison damage, or half as much on a success. You should be able to find it in D&D Beyond.
Yep, about to put in.
Kind of turn, kind of catalogs it. For everything collected, I'll give you an additional 300 gold, so 600 total. Oh, and here you'll find use of this. You'll kind of walk to the counter, kind of pull out a small chest. I don't have much use for it, but you might. And it almost looks like a smaller box, maybe slightly larger than. She opens the box. You see, it's this kind of laying on a bed of like silk. There's this small kind of glass sphere. You see, there's this swirling of bluish kind of grayish energy that kind of moves kind of rather quickly and then almost slows to like a crawl and then kind of speeds up again. I'll offer this as
Well-
a secondary reward for finding everything and clearing out the danger. She looks to who wants to take it.
Baylor,
What
would you be an
is
here
it?
and take it?
Well, I was going to ask if either of you would want it, but I can hold it if neither of you want to.
Well, what is it?
It's also an excellent question. I don't have an answer to myself.
So basically, it's as an action, smash the orb on the ground, and anything within 20 feet, it lets you gain the benefit of a short rest immediately instead of like the whole hour it would normally take. So basically, if things are tough in a fight, you can smash it.
Slam it down, and everybody around it gets a short rest benefits.
Yep.
Oh, it's like the thing from Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I did want to ask one question, ma'am.
Yes.
For the speed of our delivery, would it be possible to throw in another 200 gold on top? We did it within a day. Normal people would probably have perished or even taken longer to even deal with that creature. We handled it in less than a day.
Yes, I think that's a reasonable request.
I appreciate it. What was that, 800?
Yep. Honestly, hard
Yeah,
to
that's
find good
eight.
help in this city. Appreciate the help you gave me.
Would it be possible for you to identify what the dagger is? He gestures towards the uh, long curved dagger that he set down previously.
Yeah. Uh, she kind of takes it from you, kind of putting the same lenses down. You see, things kind of glow around her. Um, this is a whirling dagger. Seems like a very light weapon. And to add the orb, look up Orb of Respite. I can put it in chat if you.
That'll be for the other two. Oh, and ma'am, once the other two leave, I did want to ask you a question, just between me and you.
Or she'll hand the. Well, she'll hold the orb out to Entropy and Phalar and take it.
I'll take it if no one else wants to.
He kind of nods. He's like, "You do deserve a bit of a reward yourself as well. I mean, I've found myself treating myself with a few items of my own recently, so it feels right to hand it to somebody else.
He would nod. I'll put it to good use in the future.
He'll nod.
Now, you two shoo for a second. These two ladies need to talk about something quickly.
When you are done with that, I did also have something that I wanted to bring up to the archivist, but I will allow you to converse first because it seems to be important. And then Phalar will kind of give a nod, and then he'll make his leave out the door.
Entropy would return the walk box and leave.
All right. Do we need to pop down to the secret channel?
Yeah, it won't be long.
All right. All right.
I say to her, remember the elf, the big one who asked you on a date?
Yes, that guy's a real creep.
He is a creep. But I do want to play a little game, a little bit of fun to do with him.
All right.
If he does come by and carries on flirting, why don't you play into it? Act like you're interested, that you want to date him. Say that you'll meet him at a tavern and then say something came up. Just a little bit of teasing him.
Okay. I like that idea.
Exactly. I'm about to tell the rest of them that you're interested in him or you want to date him. And then he just going to get womp womp based in some terms.
Okay.
As I just do a cheeky little smile and walk outside.
All right.
Keep
We
back.
have returned.
Welcome
I
back.
I go outside and I go into the little puddle between the two and say, Klaus is going to thank me. She might actually want to go on a date with him now.
Phalar kind of gives a nod, and he's like, I've got a word to see with her as well, as I had said. Though I do have to ask what it is that would convince the throwing of a body to have been in order, but you do tend to have a way with words as well, I suppose, so
Exactly. I was going to say the exact thing you just said. But I'm probably going to extort him for me doing this favor for him.
I suppose that that is reasonable. He does have his way about with people as well, I will admit that. I, of course, mean no offense to him, but he does tend to seem to have an ulterior motive at most times. Whatever it may be, he's helping us along the way.
Exactly. But should go quickly. She has some business to attend to and makeup to get on.
Ah, I did as well have one more note to give her of the information that we collected. You seemed to be rather urgent, so I wanted to let you handle your job first.
We didn't just talk about that. We talked about some other things. But yes, she's free now.
That being said, I'm not entirely sure where the rest of our party has gone. It might be best to try and round them back up to the tavern, and I will meet you there shortly.
Okay, I've made it home. My phone died on the way here.
All right.
I'm loading in right now. What have I missed so far?
They went back to the archivist to turn in the quest.
Alright. Did I go with them or did I just go
You just sort of hung
to
out
the
by the
bar?
yeah.
Okay. Just hung up by the gate.
Yep.
Sounds good.
As you enter, you see she's like busy like writing notes and cataloging and very much sorting through the stuff you brought back.
And since the rest of the party is kind of scattering for immersion, it's probably best to move down to the other chat.
All right.
If you don't mind doing that a second time.
Frank, we'll be back.
I always get jump scared by the fact that it makes that noise like 40 times. Because when you move somebody to a chat, don't know if you knew this, it makes the ba-da-da noise, which is a 3-ticked noise for somebody getting moved to a new chat, and then it also makes the leaving noise and joining noise. So it's just like somebody falling onto a piano. So as Phalar walks into the chamber, kind of looks at the door, kind of closes it behind him, and he gives a nod in the archivist's direction. He's like, I don't mean to give you too many private talks in one day. I mean, you seem to be a busy individual, but I did have a little bit to give you some headway for your research.
Oh, what's that?
Well, for one, and then he'll reach into his bag and he'll set down a tome and a scroll. Say, I did forget to set these on the table when we had first walked out. There is also some other pertinent information, however, that I was able to gather during that time, and that being, well, I have a bit of a gift, it would seem, when it comes to finding out information that has been long past, as I am capable of convening with spirits. And I figured that it may be of importance to you to know that I had discovered that there is a few individuals, spirits, that are still residing within that temple, and that yes, that building was in fact a temple of an order known as the Ending Chain, and that building has been standing since the First Age.
Oh yes, the Endless Chain is one of the older gods.
Seems to be quite an old building if that is the case, and if that really is the case, and it is from the First Age, it is very admirable in architecture, I must say.
Oh yes, that was when the Empire was just kind of back when the land was more city states and really a free for all kind of place.
I've a bit of a past with ancient magics and its history, and I do have to say that it does fascinate me, and it is definitely an admirable initiative to be attempting to archive such things. I would hate for such kind of history to go to waste. After all, it is a part of the world that I don't think anybody should need to forget.
Oh, that's very true.
He'll kind of give a bit of a smile, and then he's gonna look into his bag. Ah, right. I have a bit too much to carry for myself already, so I will say I did find this among the rubble as well, and that you are free to do what you will with it. And then he's going to take out one of the gemstones from the deck of many things stuff and set it with the book and the scroll he set down.
How much would one gem be worth?
So if one pile is worth 5,000, it was about, so I'd imagine it's just like miscellaneous gems from the item logs. So probably like ruby, emerald, that kind of thing is what he set down.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
he just gives a smile as he sets it down. He's like, I've got far too many of them on me already, as fortune would have it, but I'm sure that you may be able to find a use for it, be it decoration or otherwise. That being said, well, I should probably back up with the rest of my party. They, I believe, are reconvening at the tavern. I'm also been told that you have quite some business to attend to yourself, so I will be on my way. And he kind of turns, opens the door, and as he walks out, he looks over his shoulder and he goes, perhaps, I'll see you around sometime. And he'll just step out and close the door as he steps back out onto the street.
All right.
But before we head over to the other chat,
Yeah.
it's funny that now you're going to have to figure out what to do with this situation as the DM, and I am sorry for that. Which is that when you and Elvira were in the other chat, I was talking to Entropy and Otto because Klaus wasn't in the chat yet.
Yeah.
And I said, so y'all remember what Klaus was up to before he threw the body talking to the archivist? And Entropy was like, yeah. And then Otto was like, not really. And I was like, what they were talking about? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, Phalar's gonna try and succeed where Klaus failed.
Ah.
That's why he just came in and he was like, oh, before we go, 1, I have a couple extra things for you. 2, I talked to the dead people that were from that building and figured you might want to know that they're priests and that there's more of them and that building's been there since the first age and that I know exactly who the god for that building was. Also, I found this gemstone, you can keep it. Also, hey, maybe I'll see you around sometime. Leaves building.
It's like
Phalar's trying to pull the charlatan card pretty much, instead of
Ah.
directly asking. He's
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to just drop the hint that he's interested and then walking.
Yeah, above a table. What Vero wants the archivist to go out on a date with Klaus and then just leave his ass like say like, oh, I'll meet you at the tavern, and just not show up.
Oh, well, then this works perfectly, because that could cause inter-party drama.
Yeah.
Also, I'd like to mention, like, of course, in and out of character, Phalar didn't just drop the, hey, that's admirable that you're doing this because he's trying to be slick. He actually does admire people that try to preserve history because of the fact that part of Vecna's whole thing was ancient stuff, and also he was a god of secrets.
Yeah, true.
Or not a god, but Vecna's whole thing is being like, the whispered one. He tries to keep secrets from everything.
Yeah.
So he admires people that don't like to keep secrets and make it all public.
Well, technically, in my world, y'all stopped him from becoming God of Secrets.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, he still has like that, since like the lichdom thing. He's still kind of had that title of like the whispered one and everything, because like
Yeah.
he keeps himself in the shadows. So Phalar appreciates someone who likes to bring that to light.
Alright.
Which actually, no, real quick, last thing. It was funny because I mentioned that, and then not but like 5 seconds after I mentioned it is when you two came back into the chat, which is why Otto went, oh my god, when Elvira revealed what they did. So yeah, that's what he was going in there for. He was going in there to hand off the stuff and be like, hey, your work's admirable. Maybe I'll see you around sometime.
Yeah.
I have been waiting since the last session to do that. So then he walks out and everything after he says that part, and then, closes the door, and he's gonna head off towards the tavern, assuming that the other people regrouped there.
Yeah. Alright, I'll pop this up.
Welcome back.
We have returned.
Your mom has returned.
Oh,
What?
Has she? I haven't seen my mom since I was 2. Ashley? Mom?
You're just doing some small talk in the tavern.
Yeah, Phalar's headed towards the tavern, assuming that you all recollected there, so...
Yeah, Klaus had just walked in and joined Entropy and Vilra at the table.
If it isn't the man that I was waiting to see.
Me?
Yes, you're gonna have to. You at the moment you cannot owe me a favor.
Why do I owe you a favor?
I got you a hot date with the archivist.
And what favor do I owe you?
Why don't we call it an IOU?
Klaus would wave over to Ophelia and ask her to come to the table.
Oops, I just deleted her.
She doesn't exist anymore.
And he would ask her what she thinks of that deal.
You're gonna raise his eyebrow. I mean, she probably doesn't go out much.
But IOU, so he could ask for anything. Is that really worth it?
Do you really think I'm gonna go far-fetched on a date? Most likely it'll be something equivalent to it. I'm not.
Please repeat that one more time, sorry.
My IOU will not be something fucked up like take a bullet for me. It's just something fun, jest.
Then we have a deal.
Like maybe there'll be some freezing cold water and one of us has to go in, and the IOU would be that.
Is the water moving?
Yeah, it depends, of course, but
If it's moving
it's
water,
something like that.
if it's moving water, it'd be a no-go.
Nothing to put you in danger, just more of a fun little jest. You do know what fun is, right?
SpongeBob sang about that.
Yes, I know the concept of fun. I have my own fun.
What, taking people's bloods?
That is not fun. That is purely research.
I wonder where the other two are.
Taylor kind of like steps in through the doorway. He's like, I thought I would find you here. I did say to meet up here, but wasn't
Speak of the
entirely
devil.
sure. I'm assuming that you had just begun wondering where I had gone. Don't worry, I was not too far behind.
I take it Latia probably wouldn't have followed behind you.
Well, actually, I probably would have stayed outside the tavern because it's like a general. I'd imagine, being that it's commanded by Phalar's telepathy or verbally, there'd probably come a time where we've been to this town like 4 times now, so it's probably like pattern recognition that I'm gonna go to the tavern.
Yeah. Just picks a spot.
So it
and
probably just
goes to.
instantly goes there.
Yep.
Once everybody gets there, Klaus, in a very serious and stern voice, would ask, everyone what gods they worship, because he needs to know.
I worship no gods.
Are you aligned with any gods?
No. In all honesty, I despise many gods.
And what about you, Entropy?
Whatever best serves my interests at the time.
Phalar?
Taylor kind of thinks for a moment. Kind of like he inhales and then he thinks for a moment, trying to exactly pin it, and then he says, I never really put much thought into it, really. I have been sheltered away from much of the teachings of many of the gods for most of my past, and now that I'm out of it, I'm not entirely sure what I would align with, other than making up for what I've done.
And what about you, Otto?
Are you about to try and convert us,
Otto!
Klaus, into the Lord Lufander's Light, Lord and Savior?
No. What about you, Otto?
What?
Right on
Never
cue.
fails. I know. Do you serve any
I
gods
even
or
whispered,
align
I
with
went,
any gods?
oh no!
Gods?
Do you worship any or align with any?
Mm,
Klaus is asking. He's trying to figure out who everybody serves and
not really, but I do work for my patron.
who might that be?
Ah, that's a story for another day.
Does anybody else work for any other gods?
Taylor again chimes up and he's like, the one that I used to serve considered himself a god, but I don't believe that that counts in this situation. What the
Would,
rest of you?
would Klaus be able to tell if he thinks anybody's lying about if they serve a god or not?
That's up to them. As far as I can tell, I don't think anybody straight up.
No, they already said they.
And I don't think anybody straight up lied. They just haven't really answered the question.
Taylor can't really answer the question because he doesn't know. So, like, above table, or since you did ask, like, you'd be able to tell from his tone and stuff in character. Not sure about the others, but at least for Phalar, he seems to be telling the truth in part about, like, he doesn't really know much of the teachings of the gods, so he doesn't know who he would align with.
I'll say, Clouds, you're able to tell that Otto is definitely just avoiding the question altogether.
I mean, he didn't make it that hard to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a story for another day. It's definitely not a subtle way of saying, don't ask me.
Yeah. I would say with Introvert, you just don't know.
That's on the truth. Oh well.
Now, why exactly are you asking who serves what gods?
Because I'm just trying to figure out who I can not watch behind my back and who I can.
Well, yeah, I'm not gonna say anything. It's fine.
Well, just know that I have my eye on you, Mister. Wants to take my bloods off a rip. After meeting out
Right.
one day.
This guy is obsessed with blood.
It's for research.
We know it's
As
not.
just for
Everyone
the
says
funny,
it's for research purposes only.
Was the body also
just for
for
the
research?
No, the
just for the
body.
funny. As we're talking about, Klaus is taking blood, and he's like, "Oh, it's just for research and stuff," and everyone's calling him out for taking blood. Phalar's probably sitting there with pick and pocket, with like the tip of it pressed against his finger, just like looking at the blade and the light, not paying attention to the fact everyone's talking about blood.
No, the body was for work.
More research purposes.
No, for minion purposes.
And you said that you want to, so you don't want people to watch. You want to watch other people's backs, but you shouldn't get suspicious over that.
Like I've said before, I'm an open book. I do not lie.
Then tell the full truth. What was your research about my blood you wanted?
I'm just studying the different types of blood and their properties and what they can be used for.
Then maybe next person that we kill, you just take their blood.
Well, that would be good research. I'm also trying to collect the people I'm with's blood so I can research it and help us if the time ever comes for it.
By the way, you guys haven't properly introduced this lovely lady. Actually, tell a lie, you did. It was a lot of sessions.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks.
Oh,
This
Ophelia.
is Lady Ophelia. She is my wife.
But I didn't know this was your wife.
Yes.
She kind of gives a small nod.
Wait, hold on. So you said this is your wife, so I'm guessing open relationship?
Something like that.
You know what? Fair enough. I think I'm actually going to waste the favor I have now.
Alright, what is it?
For the job well done that we did, Klaus, can you get us a round of drinks? Everyone now wants one.
Sounds good. Klaus would reach into his bag and pull out his special wineskin
Oh
that he
my
keeps
god.
with him and call the bartender over and get some cups and fill the glasses with the wineskin.
I believe a couple of us have drank from the wine before, but the new people haven't.
I don't know if you have. I know the old you have. I don't know if this one has.
I think you did. Yeah, back at the festival after the barn incident,
Oh yes, yeah, I did.
like right at the beginning.
I didn't. Steve did.
And Phalar remembers alcohol.
I didn't do that. Steve did that.
Yeah, Steve
With
just
Steve.
Yeah, true.
Steve just didn't know why he had it.
So he would pour around for
That
everybody.
being said, Phalar is probably like, oh, I've seen somebody with a similar thing before.
So he would pour one for everybody except Ophelia and hand him out.
Entropy will abstain.
Not even one
Pharaoh,
for a toast.
Not today.
Pharaoh takes the glass, kind of twirls it a little bit, and he's like, I have seen another fellow that had similar. It is, I think, it's quite interesting, really, how it works. It refills itself in such a way. Not that I know the exact details of it, but I do admit it is quite convenient, I'd imagine, to have an endless supply of wine.
It is. It has quite a earthy, oaky, leathery texture to it.
Yes, that would be quite similar to what the wine I was offered by the other fellow had as well. I can't say it's the worst thing that I've ever tasted, for sure. I mean, I've been to some pretty terrible places when it comes to taverns.
You should drink the worm in the bottom of it.
The worm?
Yeah.
Taylor just kind of gives a little bit of a shrug, and he's like, I suppose now would be the time to say I've eaten worse.
Have you never heard of the tequila that has the worms in the bottom of it?
I have not, no, but...
Nope.
It's basically, yeah, it's just, if you eat the worm, it will get you super drunk. It just sucks up all the alcohol in it.
Oh, wow.
That worm is just having the greatest time of its life, and then it gets consumed. And now you're having the greatest time of your life.
So, Zora, do you drink it?
I'm going to go to drink it and just watch everyone else drink just before drinking. Like, little
Phalar
hesitation.
will take his amulet off, his drunkard amulet, the braided chain one, and he's just gonna kind of set it on the table in front of him, and then he's just gonna wouldn't want to use that at an inopportune time, as it is only able to provide its protection once a day. And then he's gonna, take the cup and down it.
Klaus would see Zora hesitate and ask, "Do you not trust me?"
No, I don't.
And why is that?
Do you want
It
the
cannot.
list?
I do. It cannot just be because of the blood.
The blood, the nature of your magic, the questions you asked,
The
the
body
bodies
that you threw?
you had inside, the bodies you threw
You
at
threw.
somebody.
If you ask me any of these questions, and I'll gladly answer. Just because
The
you have
list
not
goes
asked,
on and on.
just because you have not asked, doesn't make me untrustworthy. It's being quick to judge, don't you? As he sips his wine.
Sip it and say, this is the level of trust you'll get. Me sipping the wine for now.
As you take a sip, it has this really strange aftertaste, like a real almost like sour aftertaste, like it's been like in old wine that instead of put in like a wine cellar, it's been like buried in a pit for like 30 years.
You sure this wine isn't expired? Not to the point of actually being good wine, but past that point, not stored correctly.
It's perfectly good wine. It's not my most expensive I have on me, but it is a good daily drinker.
Sailor
Why is
kind of
this
looks over, and he's like, trust me, Elvira, it could be significantly worse. If you've ever had anything brewed by a feral goblin, it is acrid, to say the least.
To be honest, before I saw you guys, I had one other drink. Just before that, over the years I've been alive.
Cult fighting will do that to you, I had to say. Maybe it's a side effect of being around such activity to want to drink. Would
You know,
explain my interest in it?
I mean, if you'd like to know, I can explain to you where this wine comes from.
Go ahead, tell the story of it.
So, this wineskin refills itself every night, magically. And the way it refills itself is I have to bury it in the ground next to a dead person and then dig it back up in the morning.
That's not grotesque in the slightest. Carries on drinking the wine. But it's better than other thing I've drank.
I see. Well, how about, is anybody up for a drinking game?
Oh, I'm good.
It doesn't require drinking, it's just a game to play around the table.
I'll happily watch whatever you guys do.
What about you, Entropy or Vora?
What kind
Go-
of game?
What kind of game? Some good
Yeah.
old arm wrestling.
She goes silent, like she's spaced out.
Surely you can beat a wizard. I mean, look at that giant sword you swing versus the book I read out of.
What were you saying?
I was saying we should do some arm wrestling.
Sure.
All right, Buffy, make strength checks.
Who is it, me and Vora?
Yep.
Going?
I yeah.
I'll let you go first because I want to see how bad my dice are going to be today.
Is it a strength check or an athletic?
Strength check.
21.
It'd be difficult.
14. No, that's a lot to you.
That would be me rolling my diviner's dice because I remember that's the thing I have to do every day and replace the numbers on.
I
19.
You had a bit of a Freudian slip there. You saw a thing and you read it.
just
I mean,
tossed a lot to the ground.
no, this is more like it's
No.
it's a real struggle. Like she it's like one of those like she seems like she has you for a few moments, but then you eventually turn it around and pin her arm.
Stronger than you look.
That was quite intriguing. You let Bookworm get the better of you.
In this case, yes. But in other cases, I'm pretty sure I'd win.
Oh, what are these other cases?
I don't think you want to find out.
I might. Would you like
I'm
to?
go-
Go ahead, sorry.
I'm gonna look over to your wife and say, "Are you sure? Because I don't want to hurt him by accident."
She shrugs and sang, He shrugs and says, "Could be good entertainment." Had a whole lot going on.
I'm gonna say, do you want me to hold back or not?
It's up to you. What are we doing?
A fun game I used to play called Blow for Blow or Punch for Punch or different names for it. You hit me, I hit you. Until someone gives up.
That sounds interesting. I haven't done that in quite a while.
Last time I did it was with my sister.
It's been a while since I've done this.
Now let's. Baylor, you pick who goes first.
Kind of looks back and forth a little bit as he's been like looking down at a book, and he was rolling his dice, and he looks up, and it's like, I suppose, I mean, if it was your suggestion, I say since you suggested the game, allow the opponent the first hit.
I stand up from the stool and say, go ahead. No weapons, however. Don't want
No
to
weapons.
injure.
Alright, no weapons.
What are the rules on magic?
No magic either. Here, Orphelia say.
Alright. Alright, I will roll to attack. Does a 16 hit.
At the moment, yeah.
Alright.
Oh yeah, because you're both allowing yourself to be hit, aren't you?
I just rolled D6. I don't know why it says undefined.
It should just be your string is so I think with your string is 20, so you should do what, 5? If I remember.
But yeah, well the bludgeoning damage is 6, it says on there when I it says
It's plus
undefined.
your.
Because
It's 1 plus strength.
Yeah.
It's just funny that it says undefined.
See, look right here. If you want to look real quick. When I click it. This is undefined.
Yeah, where it says 6, that's how much damage you do. You do 6 points of damage.
Okay.
6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
So it's always going to be 6.
Okay.
Don't say I didn't warn you. Hold on, I need to check something about something. I'm pretty sure I can do this because it's not classes. It's not classes magic.
What are you doing?
I'm about to punch the shit out of him with one hit.
Oh.
I think I know what you're probably going to do.
I can't link. I can't link it. Well, let's see if this first hits you. Hold on, let me double check. No. Does a 30 hit you?
A 30? Yes.
reading something. I think it's just that from what I can see.
Yes, a 5.
5 reduced. What would that be? 2 or 3?
2.
Did you say too late?
Yeah.
That's Mouse would ask if it's his turn.
Are you doing anything else?
Nope, just one punch.
Okay.
I'd go to swing again. 18 to hit.
Still gonna hit.
That'd be another 6.
I'm gonna go and say, now time to make this more interesting. As I put my armor on. Don't want to make it too easy.
But your snapper fingers and armor appears on her.
Oh.
And I can't use my magic. Hold on, let's check one last thing. I'll just do a normal hit.
Technically, Vilra, since you have 2 attacks, you can twice.
Oh yeah, hold on, yeah, because
You have 2 attacks.
at the same time, I'm keeping it fair, 1 attack each.
Okay.
I just thought of something.
Awesome.
Are we in dim light? Wait. Or is this bright light?
I mean with it being daylight and the sun coming through, so
Okay.
yeah, so not really.
Okay. I was just checking. So a 14 does not hit.
Check your DM late.
Alright.
What'd you say?
I was just telling late to check his DM. As I go in for the first punch, you would see as I go for a second one, unexpectedly,
That does not hit either.
as I just say, getting a little carried away.
No worries.
But it's your turn.
15.
Leanly dodges it out the way. Oh, actually, it would be just take the punch, but it just doesn't hit.
Yeah.
Is it my turn now?
It is.
That's a bad roll, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's all starting to lag now.
That does
15.
not hit. Class would say that tickles. And then he would swing. 24 to hit.
That does hit.
Another 6.
It's funny to hear Ophelia say, boring. Why don't you two go all out?
13
I'm gonna
misses.
give me a second before that. As she says that, I say, "Are you sure you want me to go all out?"
He nods.
You would see as the blade gets equipped in a quick succession, as I'm going to also use my second channel divinity. So it's plus 10. I haven't seen the roll yet, so that's my last one until I think it's short. One's a short. I can only get one on short rest. 24.
That'd be a 34.
34 actually. Because yeah, plus 10.
Yeah, it hits. I was going to do something, but I'm not going to.
And then it hits for this much, and then there's gonna be some more in a second. As you would see a bright light coming from the ceiling. Give me a sec. What's the roll for it? It's a 2d8.
Fortunately,
How do you
add
roll?
an additional D8. Because unfortunately, Klaus is undead. Now, you get additional D8 against undead and fiends. If I remember right.
How do you add more? Like how you roll multiple dice on D&D Beyond?
On the bottom left corner, you should see a little
Yep.
D20 icon. Click on that, and then you can see all the dice. You can how many you want to do, and then click on roll.
Yeah, I think this should work.
Oh, it was really lagging.
Let's see. As you see a bright light come from the ceiling, crashing down onto you.
14 plus 13, 27. Is any of that magical weight?
Her weapon is magical, so you take all of it.
Okay.
And the
No,
second one
I
is radiant.
would have dodged if I would have known that. Oh, well. 10, 13. All right.
Per your wife's instructions, to go a little bit more all out. He's still
Okay.
holding back, though. I don't want to accidentally kill you.
It just sits back on the roster. Works.
I'm going
One.
to cast Bone Rend at 5th level.
You did what?
Bone Rend.
Oh my
And then
god.
make a con 18 save.
You see as he mutters an incantation, feel like almost as if your bones are being pushed and pulled in every direction, almost to the limits. Like it's not really about questioning the core of you; it's questioning, focusing on your entire skeletal structure, trying to push it to its very limit. It's not a check; it's a save.
Oh, hold on. It's the same thing.
Oh, it's still a +2.
Yeah.
You sure you don't want to re-roll for a chance to get higher than the 5?
No, I don't
No.
reroll.
Might want to reroll, you said? I'll click it. Hold on.
D&D Beyond is super slow tonight.
Yeah.
14.
14. Alright, so I'll roll the attack and then I'll tell you what happens after you for failing also. So, damage. I'm gonna do non-lethal because I'm not trying to kill her. So I'm not gonna do exploding dice or anything.
Okay.
35 points of necrotic damage. Non-lethal. And then for failing, uh, I'm going to choose Broken Lamb. Target suffers disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks involving strength or dexterity for 1 minute.
You feel your arm snap. But as this happens, see almost this black like mist almost seems to erupt from her sword. Almost drifts over, starts coiling and wrapping around her arm. As it's almost wrapping, it almost looks like this strange cast of black of you feel your arm broken in the pain, and almost as you see this mist kind of trail down your arm, that it pain on. Or the black mist kind of trails back off, drifts back into.
After that, Klaus would say, we should stop here before we tear up this fine establishment.
Vilra's going to walk upstairs, trying to not saying a word for a second.
Okay. think we're probably gonna have to call a session here because getting late and I gotta get up early.
All right.